Yo, 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 what's happening? Nico here. I was walking down the street, minding my business, and I try to walk around with a smile on my face just because I think smiles can bring other people some joy. This also gets individuals to interact with me. Some people feel like I'm more approachable because I smile. Either way, I interact with a lot of individuals. I love it. I love people. I love talking. What I don't love is people who try to talk at me, or people who get mad when I'm not understanding what they're saying. Communication is super important. One of the barriers that I ran into for myself in getting help was that I couldn't explain what was going on in my head. I couldn't ask for the help that I needed. So I had to figure it out by myself. I had to. There were other options, but I wasn't willing to take them, or I tried to take them and they didn't work out. So I had to make some sort of effort towards figuring out what's going on in my brain. I interacted with this individual. He asked me how my day was going. I said, "Well, how is yours?" As we were passing by. He stops. He says, "Are you going to let me answer?" Yeah, no problem. I'll let you answer. So I stop, I turn around, and I give him my full attention. And he proceeds to tell me that his day is such and such and so, and if he wasn't homeless, it would be better. But how would I know because I have a home? I don't like when people make assumptions about me. I try to carry myself in a certain way that I can fit into any scenario. That's how I like to conduct myself. But I also dress in a certain way that I like to dress. This shirt that you guys see, this is my housewear. I like button downs when I'm outside of the house or when I have to go somewhere. The individual then proceeded to tell me that he can offer me ways to bridge communities like the unhoused to those who are housed. I got frustrated and I displayed my frustration and my annoyance with this individual, and I let them know, like, yo, I don't know who you think you're talking to, because what you're telling me, I've lived, so I don't need you to educate me. Um, and I became abrasive towards this individual. So I got down to it, and I like to be very direct. I'm a direct person, semi guarded when I need to be about certain things. In other scenarios, I'm a open person who is open about everything, not and sometimes indirect. This scenario, I knew I had to be direct and a little bit guarded because I didn't know what dude's scheme was. I didn't know what his hassle was. I didn't know if he just wanted to talk. And it was that was the opportunity that I was there to do, engage in conversation, or if I was supposed to help him. Proceeds to ask me for some money. I didn't have the exact amount that he asked for, so I gave him more than what he asked for. He proceeded to tell me that that's not what he asked for, and that if I was going to give him more, then he needed to offer me something. All this to say that dude wanted to ask for help, but he didn't know how to ask for help. There was times when I wanted to ask for help and I didn't know how to ask for help. So, my question to you is, do you know how to ask for help? Do you know how to communicate your needs? And do you know how to express them so that somebody else can identify how they can fulfill those needs, if they can fulfill those needs? The concept of asking for help is difficult to get over when it comes to pride. But I'd like to give you a structure. The structure that I'd like to provide you for asking for help is: one, identify the exact movement, the exact item, the exact transaction that needs to happen. You need to identify that first. Explaining the whole backstory to somebody isn't helpful. Nobody cares. And it usually confuses them. So first you identify what it is exactly that you want to extract, what type of help you're needing. Is that monetary help? Is it educational help? Is it skill set help? Is it capability help? Once you've identified what type of help you need to identify who can provide that for you. Because not everybody can help you. Not everybody should be helping you, honestly. And not everybody wants to help you. So those are the next three things you need to do. Part 2 is identify who should help you. Not by your definition of who should help you, like who should help you. Is this an organization that's nonprofit? Is this a institution that can give you services? Is this a facility that you need to pay for services? Who should help you is the first thing. Is it a professional? Is it non-professional? Who should help you? What do they need to do to assist you? What role do they play in it? What's the desired outcome? So after you know what specific help you need and you've identified who you need to communicate that to, the third thing you need to do is actually communicate it. My question is, can you provide inpatient service? My question is, do you have outpatient service for this insurance? I need assistance in finding housing. I need help filling my gas tank. I need new shoes. I used to go to the people who wanted to help me. They shouldn't be helping me, but they wanted to help me, my family. And I would tell them, I need money. First time that they gave me money, I was like, all right, cool. What did you do with that money? Let me see what you got with it. Because they already knew I had a problem. Nothing. I just came back normal. I came back like, semi-okay. So they knew I bought drugs to get better. They stopped giving me money directly. What do you need the money for, Nico, is what I remember getting asked all the time. I need the money for gas to get to this job. Cool. Well, let's go to the gas station and I'll pump your car. Because they weren't giving me money anymore. And I need money. My cell phone's out. Well, what's out on your cell phone? Do you need a new phone or is it your service that's out? My service is out. My phone works. Those two scenarios, I should have said, hey, I can't pay my phone bill service. I need help getting my phone turned back on. I need help getting to and from work. Can you fill up my gas tank? Communicating what exactly you need is the third thing to do when you're asking for help. First, identify what it is that you need. Secondly, identify who it is that's going to be able to provide that for you. Thirdly, communicate exactly that. Nobody needs the backstory. Nobody really cares about the backstory either, quite honestly. The people who can help you out, they've heard those stories. It's not a shock factor to them. Really, the ones who are there to help you out don't care about that. They want to focus on what's the next step to get you moving. A lot of times when we ask for help, we want people to feel sorry for us in the situation. That's not the case. Help is a proactive action, not a recognition of where you're at. If you're needing that type of recognition, that type of coddling, it's not a bad thing, it's okay. But that needs to go to a therapist, because counselor, professional in that way, because you've identified that you don't actually need services. You need somebody to help you work through what's going on in your brain. 2, the people at the treatment centers, they're not there for that. Your therapist is, your counselor is. That's who can help you work through them to achieve a goal. Thirdly, you need to tell them, hey, I have an issue where I can't get over this event in my life. Will you help me get over this event? By doing these things, we can ask for the help and receive the help that we actually want. Can't help you if you can't even tell me what needs to get done. That's why in my program, one of the first questions I have people answer is, what is your definition of sober? Because if you can't tell me what your definition of sober is, I can't help get you there. Most people think abstinence is sober. It's not. Please, I beg you. I get frustrated with this because I understand how difficult it is to ask for help, and I've been in situations where I can't express the help that I needed and it caused me pain. I don't want you to feel that pain. I want you to avoid it. I want to help guide you through there. So if you don't know how to ask for help, that's how you ask for help. Again, recap is you identify the specific need or service. 2, you get in contact with the people who actually provide that need or service. 3, you communicate exactly what that need or service is and the outcome that you desire. Class dismissed. Because again, guys, we are not here to wallow in our stuff. We are here to do better every day. It's okay if you don't have a halo.